Hi all, welcome to session 7 of Milestone Project, and in this session we are going to build our second task. So the second task says that if file is empty, you should fail your pipeline, and if it is not empty, then you should copy it in your data lake. Okay, so this is what we are going to make today in our data factory studio. So I'm going to open my milestone 1 pipeline. Okay, and I'm going to first deactivate this copy activity. Okay, now let's see what is the timestamp that I'm getting. So I'm passing my credentials. It will be sync variable output. Okay, so what I have done, I have created a file for Monday, that is 28th of April. I just copy pasted with the new name. So let's see what we are getting. So we are getting 2024 0429. Okay, let me just fix this name. 28 was Sunday. Fine. So to check whether the file is empty or not, we can use a get metadata activity. So I am removing the connectivity between my if condition and copy activity, and I'm going to use a get metadata in between. Let me connect, and I'm going to say check order file size. After that, I'm going to use my SFTP dataset. I'm going to initialize dataset parameters with my pipeline parameters. So that is why I have kept name same in both dataset parameters and pipeline parameters. Username, file path, and after that I'm going to use the file name. Okay, let's do a debug one more time. Okay, I have to pick the property. So in the field list, I have to pick the size property. So I'm going to use size here, and after that I'm going to do a debug. Again, I'm going to use same thing. Port is going to be 22. Username, I'm going to use project admin slash home slash project admin is my source location in SFTP, and here it is sync, and it is variable output. Let's see, we should get the size in bytes from get metadata activity output. I have passed the inputs correctly. Let's wait for some time. So it is around 2117 kilobytes. It succeeded, and we got the output in bytes. Okay, so that means our logic is working. Now I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to just move the file here, and in this I'm going to remove everything from row number 2 till end. So there will be only column. Okay, now save, and it is 1 kilobyte in size now. So I'm going to now replace it and will run the debug again to see what is the size of CSV when there is no data in it, only columns are there. Project admin slash home slash project admin sync variable output. And remember, we are not copying the file yet because I have deactivated the copy activity. Okay, it's the older execution. Now the debug, sometimes it takes some time to get started, so just wait for a while. It's successful and it is giving you 303 bytes. Okay, so that means if there is nothing, only columns are there, it will be this much. Okay, now I'm going to again use an if condition. So I'm going to use an if condition, connect, and I'm going to use the output from the get metadata in our conditional expression. So here what I'm going to say is less or equals what order file size activity output. So if you see, we have multiple things. Check order file size, item name, I'm using check order file size. So this is what I'm going to compare, and I'm going to compare with a 303 number, because when I saw for empty file, it was giving me 303 bytes without any value, only columns are there. That means we are going to get 303 bytes file. Okay, now I'm going to say okay. Here I'm going to say ingest or fail. Okay, so what condition we have passed? We have said that if it is less than or equal to 303, then it should fail. So I'm going to have a fail activity in the true ingestion pipeline. I'm going to pass a message. Order file is empty, and I'm going to give a error code. Okay, and in the false, I'm going to cut this copy activity, and I'm going to paste it in, and I'm going to activate it. Okay, so if I reduce the size, in case the order file is empty, it will fail, otherwise it will copy. So let me validate everything is okay. Let me publish. Now our pipeline is ready. I'm going to call it from master pipeline, because I want to make sure that it should not get executed on Sundays. So I'm going to do a trigger, and I'm going to pass the values. 22 project admin slash home slash project admin sync variable output. So it is going to execute the ingestion pipeline. Let's go inside and let's see what is happening in our milestone 1 project pipeline. So it is checking the order file size, and it is saying ingest or fail because our data is 303 bytes or less. Okay, so if you see, you have a message, order file is empty. Okay, now let me delete this and do a copy paste here, and I'm going to just update the timestamp. Okay, and let's trigger it one more time. So I'm going to master pipeline and I'm going to rerun entire data pipeline. So this way I don't have to pass the parameters again. I could have triggered from the uh, triggered step also, but I simply updated the file and reran the pipeline from the monitoring only, and that is why it was not asking me to provide parameters again. Okay, it is executing. Let's check. Yep, now it is doing copy succeeded. Let's go into our data lake and let's see the variable output directory. As you can see, we have the file now. Okay, so with this we completed our second task and we utilized get metadata activity. So out of 13 what we covered, we have so far used 1 2 3 4 5 6 6, so that means 7 are remaining. Okay, so we will keep working on our pipeline, we will keep enhancing it, and we will use whatever is left. Okay, so that was all for today. Let's meet in session 8 and we will continue our development. Please like, share, and subscribe my videos and channel, and please provide your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.